we are going to start. And I don't know why at the beginning of this, just when I was thinking about this session, the symbol, the Hamsa symbol came into my mind. It's actually on my key fob. And I was thinking about hands, and I was thinking about the Hamsa symbol. This, I think it's in a lot of different traditions, the Buddhism and Hinduism and Islam. I think this five Fatima's fingers, sometimes that's called as well. And I just, whenever I'm trying to remember things, I always think 5 is the maximum because it's I can count it on my hand, remember it. So, and I was just thinking about this in terms of the interplays of energy. You know, this represents the different kind of chakras and senses. And sometimes we make these mudras, and sometimes they naturally just start coming to us. And I was just thinking about the hands, and sometimes it's really good just to actually look at your hands. So I just want to ask you to rub your hands together to begin. Just to focus our attention and also just feel that sense of heat and energy that we can develop so quickly and create. And then just feeling that energy and heat in the hands, and that these amazing things that we have that we can make use of, and we can feel things, and we can also do things, so many things. I think I'm also thinking about hands because I was doing some collaging today and realizing how brilliant that is for breaking up all the kind of tension, the bell, that goes on, and all the thinking, and more of the kind of sensual, creative, flowing sort of state that we're looking for in our yoga. So, as I said, we're going to start seated. How nice to start seated. It's in the middle of things. So I'm just thinking about our hands as well, and just these sensory, lovely organs. We're just going to rub the knees to begin. Nice circles on the knees. Yeah, a little bit in both directions, just to enjoy and connect with the body. Yeah. And then we're just going to sit, and you can make this mudra if you want to. This is a very common one, the Jnana mudra, and the first finger actually is connected with the heart if we're looking at different energy centers, and I think it's always a great one to connect with to begin. So we're going to chant the mantra Om and make a little mudra. You can have the hands up or down, doesn't matter, whichever feels more comfortable. I'm feeling a bit hands up energy, so sitting nice and tall, but sitting within your seat, feeling your connection to the earth. Maybe close the eyes if you want to take the focus inwards. We're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. Really make some sound, let your sound out, relax your jaw, open your mouth wide, breathing in. Okay, so let's interlink the fingers and let's stretch the hands up, push the hands up, lift the chest, feel the length in the front of the body, feel that strong back, the base of the spine is driving down, we're opening up the body, waking it up. Back of the neck is long, breathe deeply, fill your side, your ribs, expand your chest as you breathe in. And breathing out, push the hands up, and as you breathe out, continue letting the hands come down, lowering the hands down to the sides. And let's just rest the left hand down on the left side. We're just going to bend that left elbow, breathing in, reaching up through the right, so extending through the right side of the body, breathing out, reaching over the body, bend into the left elbow, so you can really rest the weight down with the left hand. Look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm, so you're just letting that arm go slightly back and not in the way of your face. Open up. Keep the neck relaxed. Bending that left elbow will help that. And just drop the hand forwards, the arm forwards, and just slowly come up. It's a nice soft way of coming out of that. Now put the right hand on the right side, breathing in, extend that left arm up. Watch that arm as it goes up, stretching to the fingers, reaching over the body. Keeping this little bit of focus on the hands. and the feeling and the sense and the touch. You know, really feeling that hand on the earth, and this one's reaching into the air. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm, opening up the side of the body, keeping the sitting bones down. And then just dropping the arm forward, just letting that fall forward softly. Nice soft way out. There we go. And we're just going to bring the hands together here into the heart center. Again, the hands, the connection, the feeling, the sensuality. And on the in-breath, we're going to lift the shoulders, but keeping the hands together. So it really is this upper part of the chest is getting some attention. And then breathing out slowly through the nostrils. And we're just lifting up and down. Lift the shoulders and lower the shoulders with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. We'll do one more of these, lifting the shoulders really high and breathing out. And release the hands down. Interlink the fingers in front, breathing in. Into the chest. As you breathe out, take the hands forward, drop the head down. So really taking those arms forward and opening the space between the shoulder blades in the middle of the back. Enjoy that feeling. The back of the heart, yeah. You're feeling a bit achy. I'm definitely feeling a bit achy in the back of my heart there. I haven't given that enough space. Yeah, give it some release, give it some space. Breathing in to the back of the heart and then breathing out slowly through the nostrils. Release the hands, interlink the fingers behind the back. Lengthen the back of the neck. So you're looking down at the ground in front of you. Breathing in, push the chest forward, take the shoulders back. And as you breathe out, take the hands back. So the shoulders are getting kind of drawn back even deeper. But with the breath, so breathing in to the front of the heart this time. So we're really opening this heart, this chest, the space around the whole chest cavity. Strong inhale, and the hands are going even upwards slightly behind you. One more breath in and release. Just feeling the shoulders opening up a little bit there. Let's just get the energy moving a bit better direction. Right hand on left shoulder, sweeping to the right hip. Cross the body in a diagonal. 1, 2, 3. We'll do one more. Why not? And left hand on the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3. And 1 for luck. Okay. Twist. So the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you, breathing in, lift the chest proudly, but keep the head on top of the body. And as you breathe out, twisting around to your left, taking that left ribs around behind you. The head is turning on the stalk of your neck, dropping the shoulders down. Head stays on top of the body. Try and keep that inside of that forearm connected to your back. So you can feel that sense of support there. It really feels nice to feel almost you're supporting yourself in a really good way. Breathe out fully, release. Breathing in and releasing to the front. Yeah, can you feel that energy starting to move around a little bit? Right hand behind, left hand on the right knee, breathing in. Fill yourself with light energy breath. And breathing out. Try and squeeze all the breath out, turning around to the right, shoulders down, head on top of the body, back of the neck long, chin slightly tucked in. Long swan-like neck, yeah. Breathe in, lengthen, lift the chest. Feel that in the base of the abdominals and in the lower back. And twist a little deeper. Just releasing on that out breath. Inhaling and exhaling, untwist to the front. Let's take the hands forwards and just walk the hands forwards as far as you can go. That's up to you. It could be that you're going to be flat on the floor. It could be that you can just get your hands there in front. Often depends on the back and also the hips. So when you've got your hands as far forward as you can go, anchor them there and then just sit back. Sit back, let the head drop down. It's going down to the ground. And imagine your sitting bones are driving down into the earth. If you're trying to, bury them in the earth. Open the back. Fill your wings with air. Have a little bit of a shuffle. Have a bit of a stretch. Side to side. So you're just kind of moving your back side to side just to feel that movement in the back. And then walk the hands back up towards the body. Rub the knees again. Okay, and then we're just going to stretch. We'll stretch the legs out. Yeah, we're going to come into a line with the stretched out legs. So let's have the hands out like claws. We're going to make ourselves really big and strong. Breathing in. And then, yeah, let's release some of that pent up energy. Tongue out, eyes wide, rasping throat. Breathing in. Let's roar. One more for luck. Get that energy going with the knees. Breathing in. Yeah. So from a lion, we come to the cat. A domestic version. It's still fierce, the cat. You know, it's still got that strong ferocity. It's just in a smaller package. So the hands there on the ground. Elbows are nice and bendy. Neck is free, chest is open. And we're just going to do a lovely dynamic stretch. So as you inhale, open the chest, take the shoulders back, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, the tailbone tucks under, you arch up through the spine, your chin comes to the chest, you sit back into your heels, a full out breath. Forearms come down, elbows come down, eyes come forward, inhaling, take the body forwards, scooping up to that lovely open chest, and then breathing out, tailbone tucks under, arch, 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 sit back into the heels, breathe out, inhale. It's like a lovely scooping up. The inhale lifts you up and then you roll the spine underneath. It's like a rolling of the ocean. Maybe even close your eyes here. Feeling this lovely rolling motion in the spine. It's continual, there's no stopping. And the breath isn't even a sense of in and out. It's just kind of rolling breath. Inhale. Let's get that rolling movement. Really feel that arch coming in the spine. Really feel that you are going through your range of motion in your spine, arching. Chin comes right into the chest to get as fullest arch as you can, right into the neck. The whole of the spine is involved. Breathing in. Choosing your speed, letting the arms be very nice and, again, bendy. We're not locking the arms at all, not locking the elbows at all, I should say. And just start to feel the lower back starting and get a bit of liveliness in there, waking up the energy. And the next time you sit back into heels, sit back a bit longer, bring the forehead to the ground, slide the hands forward into the swan posture. Feel your wings expanding. Imagine these wings thrust forward. And breathe into your back ribs. Yeah. Release the day, let go of the day. Surrender into the out breath, soften. So come back to all fours, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Let's do these opposites movements, extending the left leg and the right arm, looking forwards, lowering down on the exhale. Inhaling, lengthen, extend from fingertip to toe, breathing out, looking down at the hands. Change. So again, the hands, always very important in our practice. We sometimes forget about our hands so much. Inhaling and exhaling, looking down at the hands, switching the weight from one hand to the other, inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the hands. You know, you're in touch with the ground. You can feel the mat beneath you. You can feel the textures, the heat in the hands. Inhale, exhale. And as you're inhaling, you're looking at your fingers extending into the distance and breathing out, breathing in. Lovely thing also about hands is that, you know, we reach out with the hands and the fingers. And we hold ourselves and we hold each other. So incredible. These beautiful things. They're beautiful, you know, just beautiful forms when you start looking at them. Also, you think about the feeling of a hand, the palm of the hand, and it can be something to receive or something to give, which is a lovely thing. It's like a kind of two-way street, a two-way interaction, the hands. Good, one more each side. Breathing in, full in breath, Full out breath. Empty out. One more. And breathe out. And we sit back into the heels, bring the forward down, sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. Relax the jaw. Yeah, just get that jaw really relaxed. Notice how much tension might be in your jaw, in your mouth, your lips, your tongue. Breathe into your nostrils and make this horsey sound. Give it some sound. Enjoy that sound making. Make it loud. Breathing in. Just feel how good, how loose the mouth and lips and tongues feel now. Sweep the hands forward, stretch them forwards. Breathing in, coming up onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out, lift the knees up off the ground and coming into downward dog. Let's just loosen the legs up a bit, bending the knee and straightening. Looking back towards your feet, keep the tummy tucked in. Remember that flying upwards, the abdominals, the Uddiyana Bandha, we call this. The abdominals flying upwards. It's kind of a seal or a lock in yoga. Energy seal. Seal's a better word than lock. Lock feels too rigid. And just coming into your downward dog, enjoying that for a moment, keeping those hands really planted. Use the fingers, the palms of the hands. Good. And then we're going to, rather than coming down to the knees, we're going to take the gaze forward, looking at the hands coming up into an up dog. So taking the hips forwards, taking the shoulders back, keeping the knees off the ground if you can. Otherwise, they can be on the ground. And if they are on the ground, then flatten the feet behind. But try and keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Good. And now we're going to come up into downward dog again. So breathing in, lift the bottom high, push back with the hands, look back towards the feet. See how that feels again. If you feel okay, you can come into the up dog again. So breathing in, look up at the hands, bring the hips forwards, come forwards with those hips. Yeah. Come down into the this up dog with the legs flat now. So the feet are flat behind. And we'll just see if we can take this back bend to its full glory. So really think about lengthening the spine in this up dog. Shoulders down away from the ears. Have a little bend in the elbows. That will really help. And it's quite strong on the hands. So tuck the toes under one more time. Lift the knees off the ground. Lift the hips off the ground. Coming into downward dog once more. Yeah. Lengthen the spine. Push back with the hands. Now walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees and let your whole body hang in the ragdoll. Yeah. Give your back a little treat there. Have a little rock side to side. Yeah, free the body up. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Keeping the knees bent, slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy, slowly breathing in and out the whole time. And come to standing. Put the palms together. So you get these hands, again, this sensual feeling. Shake the hands off. And then take the feet a nice comfortable distance apart, about shoulder, and hands in front and behind. Just draw a little circle around us. Hands up with this hamsa symbol, also as a symbol of protection. Protection. Yeah, and we can sometimes need to protect ourselves a little bit from these harsh energies, harsh things in the world. But rather than shutting off, we can just cast a little circle around us, which we're just what we're doing. Just this kind of this permeable kind of protection. So we choose who comes in and out of our energetic field, if you like. Lift the shoulders up, breathing in. Hold for a second, then out through the mouth. Yeah, release. Breathing in. And release. Out through the mouth. And again, breathing in. Out through the mouth. Good. So a little cross crawl now. I'm going to lift the left knee, meet it with the opposite hand. Now we've got the energy going a little bit. So let's get it moving around. Let's get the brain involved a little bit with this cross crawl. And you can do it quite quickly if you're feeling lively. If you're feeling your energy is just starting to get a bit more lively. Or you can do it quite slowly if you're feeling not that way. Go with how you feel. So extending the leg now, little cross crawl. Repatterning the energy, getting it moving from this sort of sluggish, sometimes pent up, kind of stressed and tense energy, just letting that all unravel. So you find there's actually quite a lot of energy once you release that tension. Leg out to the side, arm over the head, so we get this lovely opening. Oh yeah, opening here on the side of the waist. Feels really good. Just keep breathing. Keep breathing to fuel that energy flow. Encourage the movement. Movement. Move the body, move the energy. Movement is everything. Good. Enjoy. And then we're going to do a few more of these actually. Yeah, so lift the knee, take the elbow as if it's going to go the other side of the knee. And again, keep this quite light if you can. Even if you're doing quite slowly, try and keep the weight in the front of the foot. Try not to let the heel, if the heel touches the ground, it's not with full force. Yeah, walk lightly. Tread the earth lightly. Smile if you can. And then we're going to open up the other way. So we're going to lift the elbow up and draw a big circle with the elbow if you like. Open up that right shoulder and open up the knee. Lift it high and out to the side to open the hip. So we just do these at the same time on either side. Yeah. I really like this one. It just feels so opening. Opens up those joints. Yeah, heart opening, hip opening. Definitely where flow is connected with these. Releasing tension, increasing flow, lubricating and oiling the joints. Feels good. And let's do this last little one. Take the foot behind. So left foot goes behind the right leg. Give it a little smack. At the same time, the arm comes over the head and give it a little bounce. So it looks like this. Kind of silly. And smile and laugh. Breathe. Breathe. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils to maintain the energy and come to a stillness. Just let your feet both rest on the ground. Feet also just as interesting as hands, but today we're all about hands. So we're just going to rotate the wrists while we're catching our breath. And just enjoy that beautiful flow. The hands can be so graceful and strong. Rotating the other direction, let the elbows join in a little bit. And just see where the hands want to go. Maybe they want to go out to the sides, or maybe they want to go down low or in front of the body, up high. Maybe watching your hands. And making these little starry shapes again. This is a great little tension releaser. Yeah. And loosening all of that up. Knees nice and bent, feet wide apart. We'll do these little twists here. So bend into the knees. Let the arms swing heavily around. Loosen it all up. Exaggerate the movement. Looking right behind you. Let the arms swing into the body. Arms are super heavy. Just let them swing. Yeah. Breathe. Feel the space around you. Feel the hands moving around you. Feel the back of the hands just giving that little pop into the back. Slowly come to a stop. And again, let the hands give you a bit of pleasure by taking the back of the hands, the lower back. Whoa, yeah, back of the hips. Wherever feels good. Ooh, feels really good. And then get those knuckles either side of the lower spine. Woo, yeah. Some days it really does go firing up the spine. Yeah, good energy. Wow, yeah. Okay, now we're a bit more lively. Sweep. Bit of a sweep. A lot of chaotic energy, cathartic kind of energy going around. So let's see if we can just sweep out anything we don't need. Breathing in. And out through the mouth. Good. Do that a few times. Let the arms swing. So keep the movement going. Breathing in. Let the knees bend. So you're really throwing that and your arms into the ground. So the ground can take anything you give it. You know, you just chuck all the rubbish in there. All the old cobwebs, all the stuff you don't need. All the obstacles. All the kind of half-chewed stuff of the day. Give it to the earth. And it'll make really good compost out of it. Something good will grow. One more, breathing in. Whew, good. So come to the front of your mat now, or actually wherever you are. I don't need to be at the front. We're going to come into some half sun salute. So keeping the theme of moving, and the hands. Noticing where the hands are moving, noticing the movement, the actual journey of the hands in our half sun salute. So just check the feet. So you feel your contact between the feet and the ground. And you feel the contact between the hands and each other. You know, this is like our point of contact. They come together. These two polarities, or two forces, left and right, sun and moon, masculine, feminine, dark and light. Good. So standing tall, feel the feet. Good. Breathing in and breathing out, pointing the hands down, opening the hands up, inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, the hands are coming down to the ground, knees are bent, fingertips touch the ground, look at those fingers. And then the hands come to the shins, just below the knees, even just almost on the knees. Look forwards, open the chest, then the hands come down to the ground. We're trying to get the hands really connected, the whole hand. Now bend the knees, now the hands come up, they open up. Now reaching towards each other, they come above the head, meet, and then breathing out, the hands come down to the sides once more, maybe even touch the sides. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands come down, knees bent, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, hands come to the knees, look forwards. Breathing out, forward bend, flatten the hands, really touch the earth. And you're going to push up from that earth with the feet, inhaling. The hands come together above the head and the hands come away from each other. Maybe they maybe even touch here. So you get this feeling of the circle, you know, coming up, and they come here, they have touch, and they inhale again, and they exhale. Fingertips touch the ground, breathing in. Open the chest, look forwards, breathing out, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Lift the hands up, lift the air, inhale, exhale. A little bit more speed, breathing in, reach up, breathing out, forward bend, breathing in, look forwards. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Push up through the feet. Exhaling, arms come down. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in all the way up. Exhaling, bend the knees. Fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, hands to the knees. Breathing out, forward bend. Stretch the backs of the legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in. Powering up. And then breathing out. The arms are coming down to the sides. Let the fingertips just touch each other there. Let me maybe bring our hands to our heart center for a second. Take a moment. Feel your feet. Check your feet to hips width apart and parallel. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Okay, let's just move with our breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands come down. Breathing in all the way up. Palms come together. Breathing out, hands come down. Just do a couple of these just to get a feeling, a sense of balance, lifting the heels high, breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, arms coming down. It's perfect little practice here. Making sure the fingers touch here. So we're drawing this beautiful circle around ourselves again, casting this circle around ourselves, this circle of protection in harsh, places, or you'll have to enter into harsh energy sometimes. And we can draw this very light little circle around ourselves to protect ourselves. And one more, breathing in. Lift the heels high and exhaling, coming down. And bring the hands together once more. So a sense of balance coming into the body, a bit of poise. Let's come into a balanced posture, a dancer. So we're going to bring the weight onto the left foot, spread the toes, have that knee slightly bent. And we're going to take hold of the right foot in the right hand, inside or outside grip. If it's inside grip, don't forget the thumb is going backwards, and that opens up this shoulder, the inside of the arm. Breathing in, lift the left hand, making sure you're forming this mudra, connecting the first finger. Stretch up. As you breathe out, you're taking the body forwards and the arm is following as well. It's staying in this lovely long line rather than the arm coming before the body. And then you start to kick up that right toe to the ceiling. Open the whole body. Try not to grip with the toes. This is a tough one. You can always put your hand against a wall, but really extend those fingers forward and really kicking up the toe to the ceiling. Opening the front of the body with the breath. Breathe deeply. Focus your eyes. Focus your breath. Open the front of the body. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhaling, lower the arm down. And then just lower that right foot down. Give the legs a little shake. Give the knees a little shake. So you see the knees are shaking. And you can even shake the upper body and make a bit of sound here. Shaking up the energy. So this is definitely going to release some tension. Some kind of good for releasing worries and fears as well. So we step onto the right foot now. Get that foot really connected with the ground, opening the foot to the ground. Take hold of the left foot in the left hand. Try to get those knees level rather than kind of this position. We really want to think about already opening the front of the hip before we even come in the position. Breathing in, lift with connecting the thumb and the first finger with the right hand. Breathing in, extend that right arm up. Extend, lift the chest. Breathing out, taking that arm forwards and the body's going forwards, the heart is going forwards. Leaning forwards and then extending, taking that toe towards the ceiling. Looking forwards if you can to a point, a fixed point. Breathe beyond those fingers. So it's really open, balanced, but it's kind of got a direction, this posture. It's really going forwards. Breathe deeply. On the inhale, next inhale, lift up, straighten the arm up. On the exhale, lower the arm down. Breathing in, and then lowering that left leg down. Good. Again, give everything a little shake up, keeping the feet on the floor, and with some sound. Okay. Great. So we're going to just come into a standing posture. So we're going to come to the front of the mat now, and we're going to step back a big step, bit of hip opening here, into warrior two. So put the weight on the left foot and take a big step back, really big step. Nice strong warrior, nice open hips. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to your left. Reaching over to your left and bending into the left knee. And at the same time, putting some weight into that right heel. Looking down the left hand, looking down the left fingertips. Opening the hips. So that right heel is pushing back. Strong right thigh, strong right buttock. Opening. Feeling that left knee inside of it is pushing back here. And extending the fingers away from each other. And the shoulders down, the neck is long, the chin is slightly tucked in. So looking down, again, looking towards those fingers into infinity, beyond the walls, beyond the constraints, beyond the limitations. Use the inhale to come back up. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Stepping back with the left foot now. Big step. Check your feet, get the weight level. Strong belly, strong back. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. It's hovering above the ankle and you're anchoring that back leg strongly. Try to just lift the toes of both feet, lift them and place them down to really keep the feet nice and soft and open and receptive, feeling the ground, drawing that energy from the earth, opening the chest, lifting the chest. So everything is extended and expressive. It's like this posture has like pingy energy. It's like ping, fingertip to fingertip, open chest. Yeah. Breathe, breathe really deeply. Use the inhale to straighten up, lift up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment there. I'm going to come into a counter pose by coming into a little squat to release those hips. So if you need to, if your heels are lifted, padding under the knee, under the heels. Let the body fall between the knees here.
Let your body hang, let the head hang. You can rest the back of the hands, it's quite nice on the ground. So your hands have this lovely kind of, what we say, very kind of released, soft, surrendered position when your hands are facing upwards, back of the hands on the ground. Let the head hang forwards. And breathe. Releasing breaths, breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. And this little squat, just again, moving the weight slightly from the right to the left foot, just to see if there's a bit more freedom in there. Watching how that feels, moving the weight. So it's only a slight shift from the right to the left and back again. Seeing how that feels in the hips. And then slowly lifting the head up, bring the hands together, and let's see if we can just open the hips a little bit more without pushing or forcing, just the elbows pressing into the insides of the knees there, and lift the chest towards those hands. So we're getting this length in the spine rather than kind of hunching forwards. We're keeping that chest, the heart's wanting to meet the thumbs there. So we get this dynamic position. And if you're finding it difficult to stay upright, then again, you can always pad underneath the heels if you're finding you're kind of falling backwards. So, but this taking the chest forward will really balance that feeling out a little bit. Bring the hands to the ground. We'll come up into a ragdoll. Let the body hang again. Knees bent. Breathing in through the nostrils and sigh. Ah. Yeah, give it some sound. Slowly uncurl. Keep breathing in and out. See how slowly you can do this uncurling movement. Slowly uncurl. Come up to standing. Okay. Let's come into another balance here. So we're going to come into tree balance. So we'll start on the right foot for a change. So get that weight on the right foot. Get it nice and steady. Feel the foot is open to the ground. And then once you feel ready, you can start to lift that left foot off the ground. Coming into the inside of the thigh or onto the calf or with the toes on the ground and the foot holding the ankle. Don't forget, you have those options always. Pressing firmly into the thigh, pressing the thigh back. So we've got this evenness, pressing together, open the knee out to the side, and notice how the heart lifts away from there as well. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head, and bring the hands to the heart center. Again, these hands are pressing together evenly. Feel this as your center. Heart, point of focus, the heart coming towards these fingers, fingers pointing to the heavens. Good. Sole of the foot open to the ground, so just checking you're not gripping the ground. Eyes focused on a fixed point in front of you. Really focus in. And breathe. Breath is steady. In and out through the nostrils. Maintain your energy. See if we can stay a little bit longer. Keep pressing the hands together. Strong belly, strong back. Good. To come out of the posture, breathing in, extend the arms up. Breathing out, lower the arms down slowly. Lift that left knee. See if you can hold your balance. And lower it down slowly. Nice. Good. Give the legs a real proper shake. Loosen the ankles up a little bit. Maybe just flexing the ankles, or rotating the ankles. Let's give a little bit of a rotation to both those ankles. Flexing and rotating. Yeah. Okay. Let me come and stand on the left foot. Okay. And once you're steady, feel yourself, your feet is open to the ground, the roots are going down, then you can place your right foot. Whatever you did on the other side, you're doing the same thing on this side. Pressing, if you're on the thigh, and pressing the thigh back. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Let's have these branches, this openness here. Yeah. So when we can, very carefully protect ourselves, we choose where our, it's like boundaries as well. What is, who we have coming out of our energy field. Then we can be really open.
extending the fingers, these little twigs, extending the arms, opening the heart. Good. Back of the neck is long. Breathe deeply. Feel yourself expanding. Feel your roots going down from the sole of the foot. Good. Breathing in, reach the hands up, bring them together and bring them back into the heart center. Just take a moment there. Take a breath. And lift the knee. Squeeze. And then lower it down slowly. Slowly let it fall to the ground. And then you can give them a good shake. Okay. So we're going to come down in a squat. So bring the arms in front of you. And as you breathe out, sitting back, taking the hands in front, balancing the weight out, and the bottom's going back. Try and keep the knees level, keep the legs strong, keep breathing in and out the whole time. See if you can even pause halfway. Yeah, you can feel your abdominals then. And slowly, slowly, slowly as you can, down. Catch yourself, stretch the legs out, bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Yeah. Bring the legs together. Let's take the fleshy part back a little bit to get ourselves a better position for the hips. And we bring the hands to the side. So we're in Dandasana, the rod. So we're really thinking about a very upright, strong back and strong, expressive, open legs there. Open backs and thighs, I mean, that kind of very open hamstrings. But of course you have volume control with the feet. So if it feels very strong, you can always tone it down by flattening the feet there. Otherwise, toes towards the ceiling, spread the toes, have a look at those. So you're looking towards the big toes, so the back of the neck is really long, the chin is slightly tucked in. This encourages this lengthening, lifting of the sternum, hands flat to the ground. So it depends on, you know, how you're configured. So some of you may be kind of there might be a slight bend in the elbows, and some of us might only just be reaching the ground. But we're trying to lengthen and lift, particularly that waist is long, the shoulders are down, as if you're sitting up against a wall. Breathe. Legs have to work quite hard here. One more breath in and release. Good. Yeah, just kind of feet a little flex in this position. Get those ankles moving. Just watching the feet, hands just resting on the thighs, just something gentle for a moment. Then we're going to slowly lower the body down. So extend the fingers toward the toes, breathe in, breathing out, and keep breathing in and out the whole time. Keep stretching toward the toes. See if you can go even slower, but keep everything soft with the inhaling and exhaling. Maybe even pausing at a point which feels really challenging, but keeping your breath, fueling that. Yeah, slowly, slowly. And when you're down, roll that back down. Let the arms fall out to the side, let the feet fall out to the sides. Take a deep breath into the nostrils. Take a big sigh out through the mouth. Bend the knees, both of them, bring them to the chest. And hug the knees to the chest. Have a little rock side to side. Yeah. Breathe. Out through the mouth. Just release a little bit. Then placing the hands on top of the knees, let's do some hip circles. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, let the knees fall out to the side and bring them back to the body. So we're just doing these lovely circles. Moving in time with your breath. Inhaling, the knees come away. Exhaling, the knees fall out to the side. See if you can really release the weight out to the sides and then bring them back into the body. Squeeze them back into the body. So you're just lightly holding the knees with your fingertips there. So you're guiding those knees. Your focus of attention is in your hips. You can imagine the breath is moving in the hip joint and creating space. Good. We'll take it the other direction. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, draw the knees in. Opening the hips. See if we can release any tension that may be holding there in the hips. It's a very commonplace for us to hold tension. And sometimes it takes a bit of unraveling. It might feel a little bit kind of stiff and tense to begin with, and maybe a little bit kind of a little bit pokey, a little bit uncomfortable. But as we move, and particularly when we focus our attention and bring our breath to this very slow, mindful kind of practice, then the hips start to respond and the tension is released very slowly. Hug the knees once more. Extend the legs and arms up to the ceiling, push the heels up to the ceiling, draw the toes towards you. And again, let's rotate the wrists and ankles, just looking at those lovely hands, expressive hands and fingers, and expressive feet and toes as well. And you'll find the more you practice yoga, the more expressive and flexible and open the feet become. And also the hands, you know, they're a good barometer for what's going on. Hug the knees once more, and have a little rock and roll again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, and do a little bridge here now. So bring the feet really close to the body, to the bottom, making sure there's space between the feet. Feet are parallel. Hands flat down, chin tucked in tightly to the chest. Breathing in, lift the hips high. Open the front of the body, knees going away from you. As you breathe out, you're rolling the spine down, rolling down. So you have to really feel your abdominals have to work here to control that flow, the flowing spine, that lower part of the back. By drawing the belly in, it just rolls the spine down rather than having it, you know, that flat kind of bit. Inhaling, open the chest. Exhaling, roll the spine down. You might want to also incorporate the movement of the arms, but you can stay with whatever you want to do here. You can choose either way. Or you can always combine them. So you can do one with the movement of the arms and then one rising and falling without. That's kind of interesting. And it keeps your mind focused. You know, it's quite good thing to do sometimes, to give the mind an extra thing to focus on. It's less likely to wander off then. Just notice how that feels to alternate. Feels quite good. It's good variation. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in with the arms, without the arms. Next time you find yourself coming up into the bridge, you can see if you can hold that. And if your arms are on the ground, you can bring the hands or arms or shoulders closer together, interlinking the fingers, pushing into the ground. So just opening up. In this position, you can really get that hips high. And it's not so much the height, it's really that you're opening the front of the body, the hips, front of the hip flexors, the chest, the thighs, and that's the front of the body is opening up, and the back of the body is in the back bend, so that bend is evenly through the spine. So it's getting some release. Particularly if you're doing a lot of sitting in the day, this is great because it's doing the opposite movement. So take the hands away, more breath in, and rolling down. So this is a great thing to do. Get down on the ground, you know, just for a few minutes, just to release the tension of sitting, and then hug the knees, rocking side to side, a little bit on the lower back. Breathe. Yeah, release, release. Maybe drawing a circle on the ground. Drawing a circle there in one direction. Maybe let go of the hands, see how that feels. And then the other direction, drawing a circle on the ground. Yeah. So now we're going to come into a shoulder stand. So don't forget with this one, you want to have a blanket to put underneath your shoulders, not underneath your head. So a folded blanket, and this goes underneath your shoulders. So it ends at the top of your shoulders. And what's this doing is creating a space here underneath your neck, because we don't want the neck to be pressed against the floor, particularly because it's too much pressure. So coming into, if you don't want to do shoulder stand, then give yourself a treat by putting your legs up against the wall. That's a really nice thing to do. Or if you don't have a wall, you can always put your legs up on some furniture. So to get into this position, you get the weight of the legs and lift the hips up, then you can get hold of them. And then you can walk the hands up the back and start to then lift the legs into either half shoulder stand, so this is about a 45-degree angle, or if you want to come into full shoulder stand, then you walk your hands up the back and start to lift the legs up straight. Do not move your head in this position. Keep it still. So I'm not going to look to the side. I'm just going to look up at my feet here, pressing into the back, and you're going to be very strict to the front of the throat. But if it feels too strong, just don't do the whole, just soften it a little bit. You know, don't push or force something, because it is a precarious position. It's not something that I would do lightly. Shoulder stand, so do it with care and caution. If you want to, you can stay up here with a few breaths, breathing into the abdominal area, the belly. Or if you want to come into a plough, be very careful. Again, if you've got a chair behind you, you can rest your legs onto a chair. But if your legs come to the ground, that's okay. Or you can place objects on the ground, because sometimes you're a lot closer to the ground than you think. So placing a cushion there, you find, oh yeah, I can get to the ground. And then if you're in this position, you can always interlink the fingers and press the arms into the ground. This is the plough. If you don't want to do this position, you can play around here. Enjoy yourself, whatever you want to do here. Or you could just have your legs up against the wall. So you choose what you'd like to do. Breathe. Yeah, very many very influential glands and parts of the body in that neck. So by putting pressure on that, you're stimulating those areas. So we're going to come out of the posture now. So I need to put the weight of the legs over the head, wherever you're at, arms on the ground, and slowly roll out. I like to sometimes lift my head up so that I'm just protecting my back. And then if you want to, you can just bring your legs down to the ground. But if you want to have a little final kind of moment, then you can come into a boat position. If you want to have a little final flourish, you can come into a boat. It's kind of a nice little addition on the end. Yeah. If you're coming into a boat, then just rest your back a little bit afterwards in this little leg. Otherwise, just let your legs rest down on the ground for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Hug the knees. Have a little rock and roll. Roll onto the side. And we're going to come into a counter pose. The camel. If you find it strong, a bit strong on the knees, you've got your blanket ready there to put your knees on. And you can put it there anyway. Even if you don't think you need it, why not have a little bit of extra comfort? I just suddenly thought, oh, that feels nice. I'm going to keep it there. Yeah, why not? Have the toes tucked under. We'll do this little warm-up version. So just have a little rub of the back, actually. It feels nice just to get the hands on the back there. So we've been very crunched forward, a lot of pressure here. So we're going to do the opposite movement. We'll place the hands on the lower back, fingers pointing down. Take the elbows close together, shoulders down away from your ears, back. And just pushing the hips forward slightly. Again, this great opening for the front of the hips there. Open the chest. Keeping that support in the back there. So this is a kind of a camel. You can do that one again if you want to. Then release. Sit back on your knees just for releasing. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's come back up. So if you want to go into the full camel, so you can stay with the same position we just did, or reach back that left hand, then reach back the right hand, taking hold of the heels, and then take the hips forwards. Looking up at the ceiling if you want to, but don't make that too strong. You don't need to fling the head back. One of the ways that people do this is flinging the head back, but it's not necessarily if you feel, but it's because it's quite strong on the neck. So I'm not going to strongly advise that. Open the chest, shoulders open. Yeah. And then slowly coming out of that posture, sitting back on the heels. Take a moment there on the heels. And we bring our foreheads. And if you've got your blanket there, how nice just to come into child posture. And breathe. Widen the knees if you need to.
Few releasing breaths. Ah. Ah.
Slowly bring yourself back up to seated and come into whatever's a comfortable sitting position for you. We're going to do a little breathing practice. Nadi Shodhana to finish. And we're going to do this, in fact, we'll come a bit closer before we come into our relaxation. I'm going to do this in a very simple way, a simplified version. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, is really great for balancing the energy and coming into a calmer place. So I'm going to do it with this one finger technique. So you breathe in, and then you breathe out through the right nostril. So you place your left finger there on your left nostril. You breathe in, place the right finger on the right nostril and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So the thing to add into this now is to try and count or keep your breath very even. So maybe a count of 4, breathing in, and then breathing out. 2, 3, 4, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. So carry on for just another few rounds of that. Close your eyes. So breathing in through both nostrils and breathing out just through the one. Alternating the fingers. Doing that count as well. So you've got a lot for your mind to focus on, so it should really give your mind a focus. So make this the last couple of breaths. And when you finish, just with you keeping your eyes closed, just allow yourself to breathe easily through both nostrils. And then find your way to a nice, easy lying down position. Laying down on your back, your legs could be up against the wall or on some furniture or whatever feels comfortable for you. We're just going to take a minute or so just on the ground in relaxation. Just take a breath in through your nostrils, get yourself really comfortable, cover yourself with a blanket. Yes, sigh out. Notice how you feel your energy. Where is the energy in your body? Notice how it's moving. Is there flowing movement of energy now? Where is it moving? Where is it stuck? And then just allow your breath to be soft and easy in the nostrils. Breath coming in and out. Very soft, very easy. With every out breath, your body's softening. Maybe just imagine as you soften, what is a lovely colour, a soft, warming colour, a colour you feel like you might want to surround yourself like in a bubble of colour, protective, protecting your energy, holding you, keeping you safe, warm, comfortable and relaxed. So whatever colour comes to mind, allow yourself to be completely surrounded, your whole body, inside and out. And a soft, easy breath. So as you breathe in, you feel you're breathing in that colour as well. As you breathe out, you're just breathing out that colour. It's just surrounding you, bubble, getting more vibrant and energized. And so we come to the end of our practice today. And as you start to move your body and start to deepen your breath, just really have a sense of this colour you've chosen and have it, just kind of keep it softly around you. You don't need to let go of that. Just have it in your body and have it like almost a little kind of little soft kind of auric cloud around you, holding you for the rest of the day and into your dreams. So you don't need to break that. You just wake up the body, take the mind out, but the body is held in this lovely, vibrant, beautiful, vibrant kind of aura. Breathe, stretch, enjoy your body, and start to come back to the present moment. Enjoy. And slowly come to seated. Find yourself coming to seated. Rub the body, and you feel that colour still in your body. Rub the legs and arms and back. Enjoying how that body feels wrapped in this lovely colour. Yeah. Good. And give it some space. And then focus all of that lovely colour into the palms of the hands. And the heat and energy and that's protective colour, and bring that to your heart centre. So we give some softness and healing and protection to our heart centre. Close the eyes, take it inwards. And say your Sankalpa, your intention. Say it to yourself. When you feel bold, you can say it out loud even. And enjoy those words that you've chosen. Positively frame sentence. Say that to yourself a few times with meaning and clarity. Good, 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 good. I hear you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Fabulous. Thank you for your practice. Well done, everybody.